Hello, hello, hello. I'm the PaintedDog and welcome to episode 15 of our Timberborn INT Let's Play. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day is actually quite good. So, since the last episode I did a bit of work. If I already talked about something, please excuse me. But yeah, I actually went ahead and I raised the entire dam here. Just below that level, but I can't really get that high up because of that gap, so I adjusted the levy of floodgates here. These are 0.8 and these are 1.85. It's on that level. Get to that level, it will overflow first on that side and then on this side. I also went ahead and I changed up all the small windmills here for large ones, and I reworked the power cables a bit. I reworked these power cables, connect everything up there. Now that was already sorted out, so that's fine. I went ahead and I took out all the farming areas in here. No more trees because our log situation is really looking bad. But our resin situation is also looking a bit on the downside. So I took out these trees at the top here. And I'm planting pine trees there for resin production. Let's take that out. Don't need all of these cutting areas anymore. Just take everything. Go. Okay, so now we have that set up, which is great. But if you take a look at our... Yes, we're at 2.4k. Metal is at 1.9. Our treated planks are still at 1.7, but we can address that. I think the major issue was the resin. We had it at some stage we were running out of resin. But I placed in another tapper shack here just to get this, because this tapper shack missed that bit, because that was previously chestnut. Yeah, our maple syrup is still an issue. We only have those couple of maple trees, but we don't have any more space to pull stuff like that. We can always go ahead and take out these and place it vertically, but I like the way it looking now. Our power situation is okay. It's shabby, eh? Everything is raised up. Damn. This bit is plugged up. Not the best looking, but at least we have something going for us. So, with that in mind, I'm going to unpause these guys again. I still have the gear workshops in here paused. Well, that's fine. As soon as these maple trees come into production, we will be cooking with gas all the way. A couple of these lumber mills. The only reason I unpause the lumber mills first is because we need the planks to be able to produce the treated planks. $250 HP for this. Where will we be able to squeeze in? Oh yeah, what I did was I placed in another one of those, a couple of gear workshops, a couple of lumber mills, and then these two lumber mills here, just by running power through there. On this side it was easier, just to get it through there. I think we won't be able to fit in there unless we do a bit of finagling, which we actually can do. So those four. Our power shafts going. Something like that. Don't think we really need to prioritize that, but yeah, why not? Just get it done. Could actually have done this a lot better, now that I think about it. Instead of having these power lines, place everything up against each other, but I think it's fine like that. That gets it treated. Good workshops in there. Storage, let's get one of these bad boys in there. This will be for treat the plank supply. Because there's planks relatively close by, I'm not going to place in another one. We have 2 extra woodwork shops. So yeah, that's great. We have 11.7 days of a drought left. This overflew, this flooded basically the last of a temperate season, which isn't great, but yeah, that's okay. I'm going to take that large pile out for now. Dynamite that bit. Let's say that bit. Placing a fluid dump in here. Get that to flow in there and get a couple of pretty tall platforms in there. Triple platforms. Always get that sorted. Our beaver population is relatively stable. We have a couple of death waves and stuff like that, but it doesn't really influence us. We have a lot of excess beavers at this stage, but I'm not going to jinx that because that went down to about 3 at some point, and it was because of gear production that was slowing down, and you know, everything worked against each other. So I min-maxed the amount of bot part factories. That actually helped a lot. That in. Before we get that. Let's take that down another 1. We can do some finagling there. Because I don't really want to have this fluid dump flood everything. Let's see if we can be a bit smart with it. Great. What? Let me just see. Might just have to do that again. Let's see. Yes. I'll be able to take a quick peek. I think that might be sticking out. Did I kill anyone? Look like it. Yeah, you see that's just a little bit too tall. I'm gonna wait until that's done before I place in the... I have to wait for the trim gauge before I place in overhang. I'm gonna put this in just in case we need to automate that, get that switched on and off. But we'll see if that's even necessary. Planks. Just keep it like we have supply on that side. Okay, so now everything's a bit more irrigated here, so these trees won't die. As soon as this is flooded, I can put it that way, you'll get a bit more irrigation of it. Because this is still working. This is still going strong. So our treated planks are slowly going up. We have a metal, we have a gears. You know what? I think it's time for a Recultivator. get that put in there again. Let's unlock that workplace for bots. And now they will go mad. Place everything they can in there. Let's take a look at the amount of gears. Are storming in, getting that placed in. Just need to take a look that our metal production and gear production doesn't really take so big a dip that the bot production fails, but I'll see them working in there. They are really flying, but I like that. We have a lot of, that's one thing that I'm going to miss about being at this stage of a game, is having basically everything's getting built immediately. We have excess of resources, excess of food. Our logs are a bit but the rest have everything flying about. That's the one thing I'm going to miss when we start a new game. But I'm contemplating, do I start a new one or do we wait for update 7 to drop? We can always start one, and as soon as update 7 drops we can leave it behind if we put it so crash, but just go ahead and start on update 7, get all the features, because if I'm not mistaken, we will be able to place terrain blocks on platforms, basically anything that's solid. So we can have vertical farms. So we wouldn't have this issue where we have all these farmlands spread out of basically forestry areas. We can stack it all on top. We can have a lot of farms, loads of farms stacked vertically. A lot of forestry areas stacked. So we have a lot of space. We can create caves, and yeah, it will just be great. But yeah, that's still in process. As the experimental builds up, we can always go ahead and do that. But I think we might just have to start something, see where it goes before the experimental build drops. But let me know in the comments as soon as the I usually go and check as well, but you know how things go. Sometimes you forget to check, and then it will be 2 weeks. It would have dropped 2 weeks ago. So let me know when you see it drop in the workshop of update 7, the experimental build of update 7. So yeah, we are getting this earth recultivator done, and that's one of the main monuments that we can build. Get a major boost in it. So see campfire, rooftop terrace, and maple pastries. I don't really have space at this stage to plant more maple trees. These ones, I think if we take down the hours a bit more, we will get that done. The earth recultivator will also drum in. We have a lot of carousels and mud pits. Lidos, we don't really have a lot, but we do have some. So I think just to help with that, let's go down to 8 hours. So for 16 hours a day, they can just loaf around and do whatever they want. This earth recultivator has a good range. It gets all the places where, well, almost everywhere where the beavers are working during the day. So they'll have this effect the entire time. Well, we are basically 1/3 complete. We don't take into account the treated planks are only 2,000. But we are almost 100 over there, almost 150 over there. So yeah, I would say we're basically 1/3 done. Not really, but we are close. We lost quite a bit of water through the system already. Don't have anything actually spilling over here, which is great. Since everything is in here doing its thing. I'm not too sad about that. We're starting to get areas where irrigation is not really getting everywhere. Don't know why, because we have this going, working as fast as it can. I don't know why that tree is not irrigated. Might have to add in another these pumps in, because this pump is basically cancelled out by that one. Only have one. The only way for water to get in here is through that pump or going through there. Yeah, that's fine. This is drying out because this is low, but we have these two air jobs. Hopefully by adding in this, it's a bit more water stored up and take us through a 30-day drought. Because at this stage it won't really do, but that's mainly because we have a lot of surface area where evaporation can take place. Remember, in here there's a water channel, there's all these channels, and these one wides are actually really bad, but I couldn't really get a bit more. You actually want at least 3, but then we don't have a middle channel. So yeah, I think that's fine. That's being irrigated everywhere. Really contemplating. I left these on purpose just to have a bit more of a natural terrain, because this map has really been flattened out, and I like the productivity, but I don't like the look of it necessarily. But I like these, so I wanted to, because this would have been included in the reservoir in here. Now we have this smaller one. Isn't really adequate for us, but meh. Fine. Yeah, how's our Earth Recultivator coming along? Just look at them go. 15% done. They are really getting everything here. Now we'll be about 100 treated planks off completing that. Our gears will be enough, obviously, and our metal blocks will be enough. So yeah, we have a bit spare as well. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting that done and dusted. But there's not a lot more that we can do here. Everything's being min-maxed. These trees are still a while off from being fully grown, and then they still have 7 days to produce pine resin. So 140. It's basically staying constant at that stage. Yes. Well-being is a 62. Just a little bit off there. A bit off there. I might drop this down by another 2 hours. So we're only working a quarter of a day. For our haulers, it's not great news because we lost quite a bit of bots, as you can see there. Quite a lot has broken down. But the mines and explosive factories. But if I'm not mistaken, I basically... Yeah, I paused the explosive factories because we have 3.9k of explosives. There's actually no need for that anymore. This has been emptied, so let's take that out. Now we can plant a bit more. Marked for cutting needs. Great. This is now drying up. We have 6 days left. But we have 20k of water stored up, so at least our beavers won't die off first. These trees, no, they won't die off, even if they're completely dry. Take about 11 days, and 5.9, let's say 6 days, water will start returning. It will take another 5 days approximately. So there might be a tree or two that die, but I don't think it. Always add in fluid dumps in here. And in there. I opted to widen this one here because a lot of water is going in here and there. This isn't as big an issue. Water can always flow through here and get out there as well. 0.95. At the end of the day, will also flow in here again. Yes. This is at 24%. Metal blocks. Yeah. We'll have about 500 left. Years. We'll have about 800 left. We won't have any left here. But take a look at our amount of metal blocks. Now we'll be fine. We have a bit of scrap metal, and we're only using the treated planks at this stage for the mines. Because 1 gear, 1 treated plank in 1.8 hours produces 2 scrap metal. So yeah. But I won't let you sit through all this. Bring you back if something happens and we're getting close to this. But there's the newest animation there. But the semi-completed structure. I think that started at 25%. Yeah, so I'll see you now. There we see it go to the next level. That's now 50%. And we basically have enough resources to complete this. Treated planks, we'll have about 150 left. Metal blocks we are almost done with. Almost all the metal blocks are here. And it's just the treated planks and the gears. Gears will have more than enough. So I'm not stressed about that for treated planks, but the treated planks will continue to grow. If you see our normal planks are increasing. But the rest is basically decreasing. Well, that's fine. Our bots are basically bouncing back. I think we are on good track with it. But again, I won't let you sit through this. Back again. And we just got all the gears. And we are on the peak of getting, or precipice of getting all the treated planks. And we'll have about 150. Just a little bit more than 150. Hopefully they can produce a lot more and faster. But we have all the products that we need here. All of the building equipment. And we are at 70%. So I'll bring you back when we are closer to 75%. Ah, I missed it. We are at 77%. I was looking at the sluices because a drought is approaching. But yeah, here's the last progress stage of this wonder for its completion. Now we have all the things. As I said, the drought is approaching. I just closed up a couple of sluices in here because we want this to fill up as much as possible. And I still had a couple of these sluices set to just open and not automatic. That can also be why we had issues here previously, but that's fine. Got this sorted out now. This is still going down, but yeah, that will pick up soon enough. 7 days. I installed a good statistics mod a couple of maybe 2 episodes ago for my personal. I like to my game that I just play on and record it, and yeah, it's in here as well. So I'm fine with that. And help us to keep track of things. Yes, this is almost 80% done. Bring you back with that's almost complete. We are so close to being done. Let's get closer. Last I checked was 99%. Come on. We are done. Let's get out of that view. We have this bad boy. So we are filling everything up. And placed in 10 timber bots here. So we need 500 extract, 500 paper. We have more than enough paper. We have more than enough extract. Yeah, they'll get that sorted out. And yeah, while I was sitting here, I was thinking that I said it was episode 15 of the Iron Thief playthrough. This is Folk Tales. So yeah, I made a bit of a boo-boo there. Sorry about that. Ugh, yeah, but you know what I meant. So we are so close to this. As soon as we have everything, I think it's time for us to go free speed until filled up. And then pause this. Let's launch this. Right up at you. Get it opening up. And there we go. A lot of balloons or lanterns. That just looks amazing. Those is up. And there they go. Congratulations, you mastered Folktales' nature-oriented ways and used its maps and resources to build the faction's wonder. Having collected great wealth and knowledge, your beavers shared fruits of their labor with a suffering planet. There's still much to do, but Earth may flourish once again. So yeah, there you can see what all the statistics for everything. We have produced 2,500 bots. Almost 14,000 dynamite detonated. Don't look at that. No, you don't have to look at that. That's fine. So yeah, we have flexible start unlocked for the meander map. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and let me know in the comments, do you want to see something else until update 7 arrives, then a restart, or what do you want to see? But I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.